Now, when you think about great big off-road pickup trucks, you may not necessarily think New York City, but New York City is where we are, and great big off-road pickup trucks is what we have here. GMC has decided to unveil the 2019 Sierra AT4 here in New York City ahead of the New York International Auto Show. Now, you didn't think that Chevrolet was going to be the only one that had a great big off-road pickup in the Silverado Trail Boss. Absolutely not. GMC's got a version of it too, and it's a little bit nicer with a little bit more equipment than you could get on the Silverado. Let's go through it and see exactly what is the difference. The Chevy Silverado, when it was introduced earlier this year, wasn't necessarily everyone's cup of tea. The styling, we'll call it, is a little bit wilder than you see on the Sierra. The Sierra is more stately, a little bit more conservative. I think it's frankly the better looking truck. And to turn it into the AT4, you got a couple of different things that have happened. You've got body colored grille surround, body colored bumpers front and rear, and then they've gone the dark chrome route. You've got dark chrome color for the grille, you've got dark chrome surrounds around the LED fog lamps, gloss black around the windows and the doors, but they've also given it a bit of a splash of color. You see the front tow hooks, those are gloss red. So it's not an entirely blacked out trim, and you can actually get this in a number of different colors in general. Mechanically, it's actually fairly similar to the Chevrolet Silverado Trail Boss, and you've got a number of the same kind of parts. You've got the same 2-inch lift kit, you've got the same Rancho monotube shocks, you've got 18-inch wheels and tires. 18 inchers you can get with either the all-terrain tires, or you can get them with these, the Goodyear Wrangler Duratrac mud terrain tires, or you can opt for a 20-inch wheel and tire, but you don't want to do that if you're going off-road necessarily. These will grip a lot better. You've got skid plates underneath, and you've got a number of other luxury items that kind of differentiate this thing from the Silverado Trail Boss. One of the bigger differentiating areas between this and the Silverado Trail Boss is the luxury appointments of the interior. You have a standard leather interior on the GMC version. You get cloth on the Trail Boss, the Chevy version. It's got Kalahari and black trim. You've got the embroidery of the AT4 logo on the seats. You also have one or two options in here that you can't get on the Chevy, such as the optional heads-up display, which unfortunately isn't on at the moment, but it's a multi-color display, and it displays some of the off-road functions like an inclinometer and the steering angle as well. The standard powertrain on the Sierra AT4 is just like the one in the Silverado Trail Boss. It's the 5.3-liter V8, but there are two optional engines for the Sierra. You can get the 3-liter Duramax turbo diesel that's coming, or you can get the uprated 6.2-liter V8 as well. That's what this one has. Now, two exclusive pieces that you can't get on any of the Chevrolets. One of them is this Multi-Pro tailgate. It's got 6 different positions. We've seen this already when they introduced the truck. And it can do any number of different things. You've got steps, you can turn it into a table, you can turn it into a load extender, you can actually make it easier to get closer to the bed when you're loading things. The bed itself on this one is optional. This is the carbon fiber bed. Now, we're not entirely sold yet on the durability of this thing. It is a fairly new concept, and we're really looking forward to testing it ourselves once we get our hands on one of these GMCs later this year. It's going to be introduced in the fall of 2018, and that's when you'll probably be able to get your hands on one down at your local dealership. Now, we don't have any numbers yet in terms of pricing or even in terms of power or torque from the engines, but once we do, you'll find all of that information on pickuptrucks.com.